So let's get started. Okay, are you comfortable in that chair? How's your drink? Okay, now you asked me about buyer's markets, and I'm going to tell you a bit about it, but I just wanted to let you know that I did a couple other videos, and you might want to have a look at those. The first one was on sellers versus buyer's markets, where you get a full description of the characteristics. The second one was on what a buyer or seller could do in a seller's market, and that's what we've been in for about 5 years. This one is what a buyer or seller can do in a buyer's market, and we hope that things will go this way a little bit, be a bit more balanced, but we haven't seen those for quite a long time. So I'll tell you all about it, and you can decide when it's the right time to use this. Okay, so what do we know? Well, one thing we know in a buyer's market, that there's lots of houses and less buyers, and that takes the pressure off buyers. It puts a little bit more pressure on the sellers because they have to react differently. They don't have 5 or 10 people banging on their door to buy their house. So as a buyer in a buyer's market, you can just take your time. The prices might be a little lower, at least they won't be increasing very much. There's few buyers and there's no panic, so you really don't need to get in too much of a hurry. You can look at lots of properties, you can see what's available, you can look for really what you want, and you have a lot larger choice, and you might be surprised how cooperative the buyers are for you. And you just need to compare them out and check all the features. So what you can do is you can look at the number of days on the market, and if it's a high number, this tells you that the seller has not been getting a lot of attention, and it actually might give you a chance to negotiate the price down a little bit. It's not uncommon for people to knock off $10,000 or $20,000 or even more sometimes. What's really good is you should really use your realtor to get all the relevant information. Your realtors have access to information that you don't have, and even in the slower market, your best chance is really to know everything that's good about them. What about if you're a seller? Do you still have a chance when it's a buyer's market? Well, let's have a look. So what's the characteristics here? Well, there's lots of houses and less buyers. So what does that mean? It means less competition, and that means that basically you are going to have to be pretty sharp to sell in this market. So the first thing you might really want to consider is to tidy up that house, get that yard looking great, make any repairs that you can see, and really improve the curb appeal. Because remember, you are competing against other houses, and you're not going to have tons of buyers looking at your house. And clear out the house. Buyers must see themselves in your home. If it's cluttered, it's not going to be easy for them to really place themselves in your home and to choose it. And be price competitive. Don't think you're going to get those great, huge over asking prices in this market, because that's not going to happen. The best thing you can do, have your realtor do recent sales in your area and tell you what the different pricing is, and then pick a price that's in line with that. Remember, if it's too high, no one's going to look at your property. And add some sweeteners. Maybe you could chip in the closing costs or do some additional repairs. Have a painter come in or something like that. Offer it as an incentive. And use your realtor to your advantage. Your realtor has lots of information. He can find out pricing, he can give you tips on what you can do, and he can find you resources for your house to repair it or to do various things that you need. So take advantage of that. Regardless of the market types, you need to take careful analysis and use all these tips while working with your realtor, and this will ensure that you get the best experience in your sale or purchase. If you like this video series on buyers and sellers markets, and you'd like something similar with a lot of detail, then give me a yell and we'll see what we can come up with for you. We're always trying to make content that's useful for people who are locating to Victoria or downsizing or just retiring here. I hope you really enjoyed that. Did you get the information that you're looking for? I'd be really glad to help you out if you're in Victoria and on the Vancouver Island. It's a great place here, and maybe you come out and watch us play some music sometime as well. So thanks for dropping by. If you liked what you saw here today, then it'd be great if you'd go to our YouTube channel and subscribe and look at some of the videos there. We'd really appreciate that. And anytime you've got questions, just give me a yell, and I'll see you next time.